Live at Coletco?
We're live at Coletco.
We are live at Coletco. When you're on and watching, say hi, thank you, and let me get,
Yeah, put that on.
yeah. Hello, Chad, to all the crew working tonight at Coletco. I bet you're looking forward to the Rush Moving Pictures box set. We are. They're not supposed to be delivered till tomorrow, though. I can't believe it. I think they're holding them. I think, till retail stores until. Let me get some of these other tabs closed out here. Okay, welcome to Coletco Live. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. When you're on and join us, please say hi, thank you, and welcome. And we're going to get started right away because we got a lot to show. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6 crates of new vinyl. We're going to have some stuff that we've already sold out of based on pre-orders that you'll want to get in on for the stuff that's supposed to be arriving tomorrow. And what else do we got? 2, 4. John's got 6 bins of vintage vinyl from the stuff I bought yesterday. And I'm going to start showing records right away because this first crate is pretty easy. It only has 2 titles in it. The first title is a restock of Pink Floyd Animals, and it is $36.99 if you don't already have it. That is the restock of Pink Floyd Animals, gatefold pressing, official remaster, and yes, it sounds really, really good. Very nice. Pink Floyd Animals. That is $36.99 if you don't have one of those. We've been out of stock for a while. I think we've had a couple people ask about it, so that's Pink Floyd Animals. If you want one, just claim it in the comments. Next is Armored Saint. They're doing a reissue. We have a few of these tonight. Armored Saint, March of the Saint. This is the 40th anniversary Metal Blade edition on blue vinyl. $37.99. Blue vinyl, Armored Saint. Yes, the Kiss Carnival Souls come in, Brandon or Brian. We already got you down for one. Armored Saint is $37.99. $37.99. And the only other record in this bin is Pink Floyd Animals. Those are $36.99. $36.99. Lisa Hudson says, I want Pink Floyd. Fantastic. Lisa, if that's your first purchase with us, or you hadn't bought from us in a while, please make sure you send a message to our page. Excuse me. I'm getting the first tongue twisters out of the way for tonight. Make sure you message our page, Coletco, and say, hi, I'm a first-time buyer, and let us know your email address. We need your mailing address and email address. All right, I'm going to grab, that was only 2 titles. Let me get another crate here of new vinyl that we have not shown yet before, and we already got some stuff with some stuff in here on pre-order. So we're going to go through this bin of new vinyl, then we're going to go do a bin of vintage, and then new vinyl, then vintage, and back and forth until we go through everything once. Sherry Darnell takes a Pink Floyd Animals as well. So to Sherry Darnell. I've already sold a lot of people watching already one of these. So if you can help us out, you can't, of course you can't on YouTube. I guess you could share it to people manually, but if you're watching on Facebook, if you could please take a minute and share our feed, we would greatly appreciate it. So, all right, first record here is, we already have one sold to Brian White. We only got 2 of them in. This is ELO El Dorado, a symphony for the Electric Light Orchestra, $69.99. This is MoFi pressing, MoFi Super Vinyl, $69.99. No seam splits on this one. Good. The last MoFi stuff we got in, but this is on Super Vinyl. ELO El Dorado, $69.99. I only have one of them. And we had a Brian White. I've already got you down for one as well. The other title, other than Pink Floyd Animals, was Armored Saint. March of the Saint on blue vinyl. Armored Saint is $37.99. I've got 5 of those. Okay, Pink Floyd. This is back in print. Delicate Sound of Thunder box set. So the original release of this was on 2 LPs, and it was a partial show. This was back in print back in October, I think, September. And this is 3 LP with 24-page booklet. This is the 23 song 2.5 hour version. That is $74.99. $74.99. Pink Floyd. That is Delicate Sound of Thunder. Next is Foo Fighters, Saint Cecilia. We finally got some in stock that's not already spoken for. These are $17.99. I have 3 available. Thanks everybody for sharing. We really appreciate it. Foo Fighters. Next is, this is a new release. This comes out technically tomorrow. The Velvet Underground. This is the soundtrack to the film by Todd Haynes. Music from the motion picture, The Velvet Underground, $31.99. I'm pretty sure this is on colored vinyl. Don't hold me to that. That is $31.99, Velvet Underground documentary. Kurt Vile, $48.99. Watch My Moves, Kurt Vile exclusive translucent emerald vinyl edition. Kurt Vile is $48.99. And we sold out all 5 last show. We had 5 more on the way already. Very nice copy, Led Zeppelin 3 remaster. That is $29.99. Led Zeppelin 3 is $29.99. Next is Bon Jovi. Now these should sell out, wham, just all gone. 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit, $34.99. Bon Jovi, 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit is $34.99. $34.99. Lisa also wants a Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin 3 is $29.99. As I said last time, very nice cover. They did a really good job on that repackaging. Bon Jovi is $34.99. Jerry Pinnock wants one. Sold, Bon Jovi. And while everybody's thinking on that, Meatloaf, Hits Out of Hell, $26.99. Meatloaf, Hits Out of Hell, $26.99. 3 of those available tonight. And AC/DC Blow Up Your Video. AC/DC Blow Up Your Video is $29.99. Blow Up Your Video. Foo Fighters Concrete and Gold is $24.99. We got 3 of those available tonight. Foo Fighters Concrete and Gold. Sherry Darnell also wants Led Zeppelin. Sherry and Lisa's buying the exact same things. So Sherry gets a Led Zeppelin. Janie Ellenberg wants a Meatloaf. Jerry Stone wants an AC/DC. Jerry Stone wants an AC/DC. How much was Foo Fighters? Foo Fighters was Saint Cecilia was $17.99 and Concrete and Gold was $24.99, Jennifer. Jamie Sperlin also wants a AC/DC. That's Blow Up Your Video. What happened to those? Right there. We only got 2 of those. Jamie Sperlin on an AC/DC. And then Foo Fighters. I guess y'all were claiming Concrete and Gold, perhaps? Because unless you want St. Cecilia, these go to Paul Bill, Kelly Cook, and Chad Bennett. Those 3 there. Jennifer Chandler wanted a St. Cecilia. So these here go to Paul Bill, Kelly Cook, and Chad Bennett, the Foo Fighters Concrete and Gold. And then Jennifer Chandler wants St. Cecilia. We're going to have a waiting list, Tanner, on Concrete and Gold, it looks like. So there's Jennifer's Foo Fighters, St. Cecilia. These here, David Cox, they were $24.99. If you want one, I'll have to put you on a waiting list. And then Ryan Kirkland, we're sold out of Concrete and Gold, but I can get you a St. Cecilia. That leaves 1 left. So Ryan, I've got 1 of 1 for you. So details on lenticular. No, it is not the lenticular. It is not the lenticular version. Okay, and then what else was claimed? I've just seen something else. Randall Lester wants a Meatloaf. Randall Lester wants a Meatloaf. Let's see here. There's some freezing going on Facebook. That's never any fun for anybody. Give it a few seconds. I know it's very frustrating. I Am the Greatest, Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, $26.99. I Am the Greatest, Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. That is $26.99. And we have the Munsters. This is the Munsters Rock Out Limited Edition Pumpkin Orange with Black Splatter Vinyl Edition. $29.99. Let's see. Paul Bill says give the first backup person his Foo Fighters. He already has one on the way. And then EMS, Aries, EMS wants a Meatloaf and Bon Jovi. I did not get that. Let me know your name. Paul Brothers. Paul Brothers, EMS. Okay. I got you. I did not see that, but there they are for you. And then Jason Kenton wants a Cassius Clay. Jason Kenton wants a Cassius Clay and a Munsters. This is Paul Brothers. Thank you. And what's on the Munsters? It's the Munsters. Munsters Creep. Frankenstein had a Hot Rod card. $1.98 king size voodoo kit. Vampire Vamp. Herman's Place. Here comes the Munsters coach. TV monster show. Erie Beach. Make it go away. You created a monster. Ride the midnight special and down in the basement. That's a very tough OG record to find. They're very difficult to find. It was originally put out on Decca. Very difficult record to find. Angela, that's yours if you want it. I'm going to be ordering more of those because I was probably going to keep one, and they're all gone now. Jason got one. Angela, that one's yours if you want it. Then next is Jennifer Chandler. Next is Jennifer Chandler on that. So, Munsters. So it's Angela's if she wants it. If not, Jennifer. Now we got to let for this train to go by. I'm going to tell them to stop coming by this time of night. They've got to start doing it earlier. I'm going to say, hey, listen, we're trying to have a show here. Angela Tyree gets the Munsters. So we're going to have a waiting. We got a lot of waiting list already. Give me a second. We got to wait for Nashville and Eastern to get by. Okay. So Jennifer's the first backup name for the Munsters. And then Rydell Martin, Foo Fighters. Did you want St. Cecilia, Rydell, or did you want Concrete and Gold? Rydell, if you want St. Cecilia, it is here, available. If you want Concrete and Gold, we'll have to put you on a waiting list. All right, now let's redo this bin, see what's left. There was a lot in there. Now there's not much anymore. First record was MoFi pressing of Eldorado's, or ELO Eldorado. That is $69.99. MoFi pressing. Brian White, if you're watching, we already have you down for one. Pink Floyd, A Delicate Sound of Thunder, is $74.99. That's the 3 LP box. Delicate Sound of Thunder, $74.99. The Velvet Underground, an Apple Original Polygram Entertainment Film soundtrack, $31.99. $31.99. We've got two of those. We have one Kurt Vile, Watch My Moves, $48.99. 3 copies of Led Zeppelin 3 left. 3 Led Zeppelin 3s. Those are $29.99. And we have, surprisingly, I mean, I don't know if y'all realize this is usually long out of print, out of stock. Bon Jovi, it's not like these come through very often. 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit, $34.99. I think we had 20 back ordered, or 30, and we only got 5. So just keep that in mind. $34.99 on that. Any more waiting lists come in? Might be jumping the gun. Yeah, what I'll do is as I show new vinyl, if it's something there's a waiting list for, I'll show the title so you already know what to expect this week on your invoice, and so nobody buys it twice. So Jennifer definitely wants on the Munsters wait list. Nathan Myers wants a Bon Jovi, and Ryan Kirkland wants a Bon Jovi. So we have one Bon Jovi left. And the last record was Cassius Clay, I Am the Greatest, Muhammad Ali. That's another record like the OG of, kind of like the Munsters, not easy to get. And one Foo Fighters left. And I was waiting to see which one Rydell Martin wanted. He may have wanted this one, but I'm not going to pull it for him until he lets me know. So, alrighty. So now let me grab our first bin of vintage vinyl. So, let me grab my first bin of vintage vinyl. Next is, let me see which bin to do. Some pretty good stuff from this collection. I think I want to, as usual, I want to start with the check condition stuff. Go ahead. I don't know if we got 1 or 2 bins of it, but I usually like to start with some check condition. So. Alrighty. Let's see. Brian White needs to put back Post Malone from Tuesday night. It's Hollywood's Bleeding, and we got more of those. We sold out, so I thought we were sold out, so I went ahead and ordered more. If anybody wants one, it's Post Malone, Hollywood's Bleeding. Ted Nugent, Free For All, a VG copy, $9.99. So this is new vintage arrivals. This is check condition. I will let you know the condition, the price, if you want it. First one to claim it in the comments. Here's the Post Malone that was put back. Hollywood's Bleeding, $41.99. Includes the hit singles Goodbye, Circle, Sunflower, and more. Next is Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls, 12-inch single, VG Plus, $14.99. John Sheehan, first to Ted Nugent. John Sheehan first to Ted Nugent. Robert Johnson was second. Pet Shop Boys. This is new, Righteous Brothers. That's a VG Plus, $14.99 on Moonglow Records label. Carole King, Tapestry is excellent, $19.99. Nice copy of Carole King's Tapestry. Ryan Kirkland takes the Post Malone. And Troy, if you want one, I've got more, or anybody else. But Ryan Kirkland with Post Malone. Deborah Devaney with Pet Shop Boys, 12-inch single, sold to Deborah. The Monkees' Greatest Hits is a VG Plus, $19.99. Troy also wants a Post Malone. I will pull you one out of the new arrivals bin when we get there, Troy. Bee Gees First. Bee Gees First is a VG Plus, $19.99. Lisa Hudson on the Carole King Tapestry. Dave Clark 5, American Tour in shrink wrap. VG on the grade, $7.99. Sting, Dream of the Blue Turtles, shrink wrap and hop sticker, VG Plus, $19.99 for Sting. Styx, Pieces of 8 is a VG Plus, $14.99. After the Gold Rush, Neil Young, gatefold pressing, VG Plus, $24.99. Neil Young, After the Gold Rush, looks pretty clean to me for a VG Plus After the Gold Rush. The Best of ZZ Top is excellent, so this one should be really clean, $32.99. Covers in shrink wrap. So keeping a record from being excellent to near mint is, yeah, just probably some superficial marks. Nothing that's going to really affect playback too bad. Wall of Voodoo, Call of the West, VG Plus, $19.99. John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow, shrink wrap and hop sticker. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. Greg Preston, first to the Best of ZZ Top. Fifth City, Loretta Lynn on Decca in shrink wrap. VG, that is $9.99. Randall Lester, first to Styx, Pieces of 8. Josh Duvall, first to Wall of Voodoo. Then Jason F., then Robert Johnson. Prince, Around the World in a Day is VG Plus, $19.99. That is the name of this one, right? Let's see here. Yeah, Around the World in a Day. VG Plus copy, $19.99. Susie Breedlove, first on John Cougar Mellencamp. Susie's first to that one. George Buchanan, you were second. The Who by Number. The Who by Numbers, VG Plus, $14.99. Michael Word, first to Prince, sold to Michael Word. Next is Robin Trower, Bridges of Sigh. Bridge of Sigh. Bridge? Which one's plural? Well, Sigh has an S, but I think it's still pronounced Sigh. Bridge of Sigh. Robin Trower is VG Plus, $19.99. Yes, Loretta Lynn turned 90 today. I've seen that. Joshua, we've already sold Prince. Robert Johnson, first to Who. Sinatra, A Man and His Music. That is a VG Plus, $19.99. Sinatra, A Man and His Music. The Beach Boys, Spirit of America, is VG Plus, $14.99. He didn't put VG Plus on here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, or better. Beach Boys, Spirit of America. Rush, Caress of Steel. I was going to auction this. Not for sale right now. This is one of the ones, I hadn't got to go through these. Let's auction this. Two things. One, I don't think I have a copy of it. And two, we never get it in. So I 100% wanted to auction this record. Rush, Caress of Steel. And here's what we're going to do. We're only going to start it at $1. We're only going to start it at $1. Rush, Caress of Steel. It is a very clean looking VG Plus copy. Gatefold. $1 start on Rush. Caress of Steel. Let's see here. Paul Brothers wants Frank. Paul Brothers wants Frank Sinatra. Make sure I got to go over here to my phone, make sure I didn't miss anything else. Bridge is singular, size is plural. So it's bridge of size. Okay. Paul Brothers on Frank Sinatra. Let's see. Rush is at 20, 25, 25, 30. Okay, I'll let y'all have fun bidding on the Rush. Caress of Steel. There's probably someone going to ask if it's an OG. I don't know about a first press, but I think that's the right label for it to be an OG. It says Master Disc in the dead wax. SRM 1-11046. Don't see that too often. Paul Brothers, several people at 30. Actually, Kevin S. was first in at 30. Paul Brothers, you were second. Adam Ant is a VG copy, $9.99. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic is excellent, $22.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, self-titled. That one's in shrink wrap, VG Plus, $14.99. And the Beach Boys, Keeping the Summer Alive, is a VG Plus, $12.99. The Who, Live at Leeds, is a VG Plus, $14.99. And The Who's Quadrophenia, VG Plus, $24.99. Quadrophenia. Calvin Ward, first to Aerosmith. Calvin Ward, first to Aerosmith. Angela Tyree was second. Then John Sheehan. The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. VG Plus, $64.99. Tan Electra, first label. VG Plus, $64.99. Tan Electra, first label. The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. Gatefold. There it is. The cover's in really nice shape. $64.99 on that one. Tillman Smoot is at 40 on the Rush. That's the current high bid. We have Battle of the Pauls and now the Battle of Pauls and Tillman. Steely Dan Asia is excellent, $32.99. This was nice. I was thinking about auctioning this one, but let's go ahead and sell it. $29.99. This is Otis Redding and Jimi Hendrix live at the Monterey Pop Festival. One side is Otis, one side is Jimi. VG Plus, $29.99. $29.99. Madman Across the Water. This is an MCA press. It's very clean though for a VG Plus. $24.99. The original press is on Uni. This is very nice though for an MCA. Robert Johnson, first to Jimi and Otis. Next was George Buchanan. Paul Rush out, I'll probably regret it. So Tillman Smoot's at 40. Do we have anybody else still left in? And then I'll recap that in just a second so everybody knows what we're bidding on before I call it sold. Loverboy, loving every minute of it. It's a VG Plus, $14.99. Badfinger, straight up, VG Plus, $24.99. Has a punch hole on the cover. We had to put a new inner sleeve, but it is on Apple, of course. VG Plus on that one. Jamie Sperlin, first to Madman Across the Water. I always love seeing one of those go to a new home. Heart, self-titled. VG Plus, $24.99 on transparent vinyl. Well, it is, isn't it? It's amber. It's like amber gold. I'm holding it up to the light. I know y'all can't see it, but it's like amber gold. So, translucent. We'll have to start checking those. Jason F., first on Badfinger. I've got you for Badfinger, and let's go ahead and put the auction on a final reminder. We have a Rush Caress of Steel, VG Plus. It's very clean looking for a VG Plus. And Tillman Smoot's at $40. Tillman Smoot's at $40. That's one of the final calls. We're going to give that a couple minutes, and then I'm going to sell it. Basic Black. GRT Taylor Music, Basic Black, 25 hits. 2 LP compilation. VG Plus, $14.99. Ramsey Lewis, Bo Diddley, B.B. King, Etta James, Bobby Bland, Bobby Moore, Billy Stewart. Will Harper, first on Adam Ant. Will Harper, first on Adam Ant. I think that was a few back, but we still got it. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. What's on Hart? Will Harper got Adam Ant, and then Stacy Metternich wants the Basic Black. This Hart album here. If Looks Could Kill, What About Love, Never, These Dreams, The Wolf, All Eyes, Nobody Home, Nothing at All, What He Don't Know, and Shell Shock. Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, is a VG Plus $24.99. Judas Priest, VG Plus $24.99. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous, is a VG Plus $9.99. The Mindbenders, A Groovy Kind of Love, VG Plus $12.99. And the Fonz, I think it's actually called Fonzie Favorites, VG Plus $14.99. Happy Days Fonzie Favorites, VG Plus $14.99. The Doors Songbook, Mike Curb and the Waterfall, VG Plus $14.99. Paul Brothers first to the Pat Benatar. Wayne Heat first to the Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East. Stacy Metternich first to F. F was Fonzie. Timothy Horn, you were second on Pat Benatar. Timothy was second on Pat Benatar. Jason F. on Find. That may have been an autocorrect. That might have been for Fonz. Zephyr, Going Back to Colorado. Zephyr is VG Plus $19.99. Zephyr, Going Back to Colorado. VG Plus $19.99. Jason, please let me know what Find was. That might have been autocorrect for Fonz. Run DMC. I was also going to auction that one off. So let me lay that to the side. Sorry, I'm just now getting to go through these. We were 5 minutes late because we were pulling pre-orders. VG $9.99. We were doing stuff literally up to the last second, and then we were still late. So I'm going through all these for the first time since I unboxed them last night live, where y'all seen them. So, okay. Fine. Doors price. Doors is OG Alexandria first label $64.99. Chris Wood Sr. first to Zephyr. Chris Wood is first on Zephyr. I just pulled out. Then Brad Moore was next. Run, 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 run. So that would have went to Angela Tyree, but we're going to auction it. So let's go ahead and sell Rush, Tillman Smoot. You get the Rush for $40. Kind of hate to see that one go because I still don't think I've added one of those to my collection. I've got it in Rush Archives, but don't see that one too often. Still waiting for a Fly By Night to pop up. Okay, let's do Run DMC. This is in shrink wrap with the original Disco Matte price tag. We've got a new inner sleeve in it. It's on profile. It's a VG Plus. It has superficial scuffs and marks on it. Nothing to affect playback. That is a $25 start. Run DMC. In shrink wrap. $25 start. The Run DMC playlist is Hard Times, Rock Box, Jam Master Jay, Hollis Crew, Sucker MCs, It's Like That, Wake Up, 30 Days, and Jay's Game. I think that is their debut album. It's self-titled. Okay, let's go back through this crate because there's some fantastic stuff still in here. Did you have an OG sealed Fly By Night? Yeah, we sold that. We sold the sealed Rush Fly By Night. I kind of forgot I used to own that. It's gone though. Okay. This is new, Righteous Brothers. This is new, Righteous Brothers. That's a VG Plus $14.99. The Monkees' Greatest Hits. Someone's sleeping on this one. VG Plus $19.99. It's got the hits. I'm a Believer, Pleasant Valley Sunday, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, A Little Bit Me. You don't have to buy 4 albums, and if you're just a hits guy or a hits gal, that's what you need. The Bee Gees' First is a VG Plus $19.99. The Bee Gees' First. The Bee Gees' First on Atco. And that's a VG Plus $19.99. VG Plus. First to the Monkees was Deborah Devaney. Then Jason F., you were second. Let me make sure I hadn't missed anything. Alexander, you've got dibs on the doors. Just let me get to it, and I'll show you the condition and everything when we get to it. So I've already seen a couple people out on Run DMC. I've got John Lang was in first at 50. Josh, you were second. So everyone's out except John Lang. He has it for 50. And then the Monkees went to Deborah. Jason F. was next. What is on the Bee Gees? This is early Bee Gees stuff here. So if you're looking for jive talking, it's not going to be on here. But I will read it. Turn of the Century, Holiday, Red Chair, Fade Away, 1 Minute Woman, In My Own Time, Every Christian Lion-Hearted Man Will Show You, Craze, Fenton Kirk, Royal Academy of Arts, New York, Mining Disaster, 1941, Cucumber Castle, To Love Somebody, I Close My Eyes, I Can See Nobody, Please Read Me, Close Another Door. I think that's some like, I'm not going to call it psychedelic Bee Gees. What do you call that? 60s pop Bee Gees? Josh Duvall is at 55 on Run DMC. I'm trying to figure out what genre actually to call that one. It's not Saturday Night Fever Bee Gees for sure, but it's pretty good stuff if you've never listened to it. Dave Clark, 5, American Tour. That's in shrink wrap, a VG copy, $7.99. Sting, Dream of the Blue Turtles is a VG Plus, $19.99. George, the Bee Gees is $19.99, VG Plus. Neil Young still available. After the Gold Rush, VG Plus, $24.99. After the Gold Rush is Southern Man, one of the big hits on here. Trying to figure out Gatefold. I'm pretty sure that's, I'm not going to call it an OG though, or first press. So psychedelic pop, yeah. I kind of hit both there. I said 60s pop and psychedelic, so just combine those two together. George Buchanan, it's yours if you want it. If not, Cindy Jones takes it. So George, let me know if you want it. Facebook feed pretty bad tonight. Some people says it is. Some people says it hasn't. So I don't know. We're doing everything the same on ours, but I don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So try YouTube, and then if it gets really bad, y'all let me know. I mean, we still got a lot of people watching. If it gets really bad, we'll end it, but and just go straight YouTube. So Fifth City, Loretta Lynn. Fifth City, Loretta Lynn is a VG copy, $9.99. Robin Trower, Bridges of Sighs, VG Plus, $19.99. Robin Trower. Next is the Beach Boys, Spirit of America, which is a VG Plus, $14.99. That's a 2LP compilation, gatefold. Emerson, Lake and Palmer in shrink wrap, VG Plus, $14.99. And the Beach Boys, Keeping the Summer Alive. That's a VG Plus, $12.99. Cindy Jones wants Loretta Lynn. So we were still waiting to see if George Buchanan wanted the Bee. He said, I'll take the Bee Gees. Okay, I missed that. No. So George Buchanan gets the Bee Gees. Make sure I hadn't missed anything else. Josh Duvall's at 60 on Run DMC. Okay. I think some people's just good and some people's not. Cindy Jones on Beach Boys, Keeping the Summer Alive, but it is probably something to do with our setup. I still don't think we have the bandwidth to broadcast on both. Plus, we've got my phone here, another laptop, iPad, Seth's phone, everybody else's phone, Tanner's phone. Our internet uses the Wi-Fi here, routers, Doug's computer or one of the laptops, I'm sure if it's on. So, okay, a lot of devices going here for what we're doing. The Who Live at Leeds is a VG Plus, $14.99. The Who's Quadrophenia is a VG Plus, $24.99. The Doors, here it is, Alexandria. It's a VG Plus, a very nice VG Plus, Electra Tan, first label, $64.99. Steely Dan Asia is excellent, $32.99. Loverboy, loving every minute of it, was a VG Plus, $14.99. Heart, the self-titled Gold Stamp Promo, translucent vinyl, VG Plus, $24.99. Mindbenders, Groovy Kind of Love is a VG Plus, $12.99. The Doors Songbook is VG Plus, $14.99. And the Chambers Brothers Shout, VG, $9.99. Alexandra, if you don't want the Doors, it looks like Cindy Jones does. So let me know it's yours if you want it. If not, it's Cindy's. Wow, we went through that crate thoroughly 2 times. So where are we at on Cindy also wants the Mindbenders, Groovy Kind of Love. Yeah, I can't believe Heart hadn't sold. Usually Heart gets gone. We got lots of other stuff to show. That was this crate 1. We got 5 more to go like that, and that was the check condition stuff. Sherry Darnell wants the Doors Songbook. We hadn't even got into the high-grade stuff yet. So let me grab another bin of new vinyl arrivals for tonight because there's some really cool stuff in here. We had a couple of restocks And let me figure out, let me do this bin right here, because this we need to do while everybody's watching, because it gets kind of complicated. Can I go ahead and get the seether list that I printed out, please? And the doors list. Okay, thank you.
And what other ones you want?
Police. The police, please. Thank you. I did. I was reading a comment. I may have. Sherry Darnell got the Doors sound book. Angela Tyree takes the heart.
Here's the police.
Angela, I got you down for heart. Okay, we got this bin here has a lot of pre-sales in it. Some huge orders for some of these big new arrivals for this week. Here is one that we pre-sold a ton of. I'll go ahead, if you know for sure you're not in our group or you want one, it's the Police Greatest Hits, $49.99. It's a half-speed master. Alexandria passed on the Doors, Waiting for the Sun, so that goes to Cindy Jones. Okay, here's everybody I already have on the on the Police. I'm getting the Police and the Doors mixed up. The Police Greatest Hits, I already have you down for one. Kevin Potter, Julie Roman, Ryan Green, Tracy McFadden, Walt Cruz, I've got you down for 2. Richard Davis, Michael Potts, Jerry Stone, Lily McCurry, John Millen, Kevin Shiner, Jimmy Clark, Josh Duvall, Matt Hamilton, Preston Rogers, Marty Kramer, Tim Holloway, Kristen Silo, Shepard Michael, Greg Preston, Cody Chandler, Deborah Devaney, Philip Young, Jeff McIntosh, Matt Stafford, and Paul Brothers. Should be 26 names, and Walt Cruz got 2, so there should be 27 there. Kevin Potter, Julie Roman, Ryan Green, Trace McFadden, Walt Cruz with 2 of them. Richard Davis, Michael Potts, Jerry Stone, Lily McCurry, John Miller, Kevin Shiner, Jimmy Clark, Josh Duvall, Matt Hamilton, Preston Rogers, Marty Kramer, Tim Holloway, Kristen Silo, Shepard Michael, Greg Preston, Cody Chandler, Deborah Devaney, Jeff McIntosh, Matt Stafford, and Paul Brothers. All right, so now let me see. Josh, you were already on the pre-order. Jason F., you were not on the pre-order, so there's one for Jason F. Troy Robinson, you were not on here, so there's one for you. And we've got Jerry Pennick. There's one for you. The details on it. This is the Police Greatest Hits Expanded Deluxe 2LP edition of the classic hits. Now, it's Abbey Road Half-Speed Master. I'm sure this is going to sound absolutely phenomenal. I hope I can at least keep one back. If not, I got to order more. 16 tracks. I mean, you know the Police. They had the hits. First Side, Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You, So Lonely, Message in a Bottle, Walking on the Moon, Don't Stand So Close to Me, Everything She Does Is Magic, Spirits and Material World, Synchronicity Part 2, King of Pain, Every Breath You Take, Tea in Sahara. I didn't read them all. So, did I already pull George Buchanan one? Did you already write down his name, Tanner? No. So there's George Buchanan's. See, Jason F., Troy Robinson, Jerry Pennick. There's George Buchanan. There's Cindy Jones one. Tommy Flowers, they're $49.99. I've got 3 left. $49.99. All right, 3 left. ZZ Top, live in Germany, 1980, $33.99. We had somebody on a waiting list on this from back in November, I think. Is that printed off over there? ZZ Top live in Germany? Because they probably don't remember they were on there. I only have 2 of these. I probably should have ordered more. Brian Baskin. I have you, if you still want one, hopefully you do. ZZ Top live in Germany. I've had you on that waiting list, I think, since back in November. Those are $33.99. It's a 2LP live ZZ Top. Live in Germany, $33.99. I need the list also for Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters Sonic Highways. We had about 5 people on the waiting list. I got 2 available tonight. Foo Fighters Sonic Highways is $29.99. Foo Fighters Sonic Highways. Thank you, Ed. I've already got John Sheehan down for 1, Nate Johnson, Eric Reisman, and Tillman Smoot. John Sheehan, Nate Johnson, Eric Reisman, and Tillman Smoot. That's on the Foo Fighters Sonic Highway. John Lang wants a ZZ Top live in Germany. And by the way, I think this is the one, I'm pretty sure this is the one. 1 disc plays at a 33 1/3, and 1 disc plays at a 45 RPM. I know, that's crazy. That's how it is. So you may think it's defective, but just make sure you might have to. There's no way to know too until you start playing it. It's very weird how they did that one. Tillman, I've already got you down on the list, so thank you. And here's a new Armored Saint reissue. This one's on yellow vinyl. Delirious Nomad, $37.99. Joe Costantini wants a Foo Fighter Sonic Highway. That is sold to Joe. I've got one left before I reorder more. Armored Saint, Delirious Nomad, yellow vinyl, $37.99. We also already showed another Armored Saint we still have from the very first bin. Looked like they did a reissue. Now, here's the Seether. This one's, like I said, was going to have to be, I think I pulled out 15 over there. Is that right? See how many's right there in that stack, please. So the Seether, we were only allocated so many, nine. We were only allocated 9 indie exclusives. So the indie exclusives go to the first 9 on the list, and then I was going to see if anybody else wanted a black vinyl, which we got plenty of. Either way, I think this is going to be a tough release to get because it's been pushed back and pushed back. Yeah, we had 15 ordered. I had enough originally for the original pre-order because I posted this months ago. Months and months ago, back actually in last year. And I was sent a memo saying the indies would be so we ordered 15, and I probably should have had more, but we either way only got 9. So Bob Riger, Kevin Tays, Lawrence McVeigh, Matt Algram, Vicky Bradham, Kevin Jordan, Brian Dismore. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So through Brandon Sanders, Bob Riger, Kevin Tays, Lawrence McVeigh, Matt Algram, Vicky Bradham, Kevin Jordan, Brian Dismore, Dustin Chandler, and Brandon Sanders. You got the 9 colored vinyl indie exclusives. So everybody else on the list, if you want a black vinyl, I'm not even going to acknowledge your name there because that was a pre-order for indie exclusive. If you want one, they're black vinyl, they're $33.99. That's Lisa Seiler, Cameron Martin, Scott Plants, Misty Wire, Sheila Brown, Michael Church, Stacy Brown, and Jason Kirk. And that is Seether, 2 decade, it's a greatest hits, a career-spanning collection from the multi-platinum band featuring the hit singles Fake It, Broken, Remedy, Dangerous, 20 tracks on 2 LPs. I think everybody was just assuming they already knew what that was. Susie Breedlove takes a Sonic Highway. Sonic Highway to Susie Breedlove. John Lang takes a Seether on black. So if we were back-ordered indie exclusives and they've already shipped the black, that means we will probably never get any more indie exclusives. That's usually how that works. Those were heavily allocated. So probably what we'll do, I don't know if these other people aren't watching, Tanner, we may just message them and say, hey, we got Seether in, but it's on black vinyl. Do you want it? If they do, then these are already all sold. So, because I think some people were like, I'll take a indie. If not, black vinyl's okay. So we'll see how that turns out. Violent Femmes, $31.99. I already had a waiting list on that one, Violent Femmes. We had a few people from the week before. Violent Femmes, there it is. Violent Femmes is $31.99, and I've already got David Robertson, Susie Breedlove, and Tiffany Smith. David Robertson, Susie Breedlove, and Tiffany Smith on that. So, Violent Femmes, $31.99. That is on craft. Violent Femmes is $31.99. $31.99. We have 2 left. Michael Potts wants one. And I've got 1 left in there. George Buchanan. So those are sold out again. Here's what's left in this bin. The Police, Greatest Hits, $49.99. 3 copies of it. ZZ Top, Live in Germany, $33.99. Armored Saint, Delirious Nomad, $37.99. And the Seether on black vinyl, which these may actually already be sold. I know I'm getting more black vinyl in. That's why I'm not actually pulling them and saying these are already sold because we got more on the way. $33.99. Jerry Stone says he'll take a Seether in black. And then Tiffany Smith and Sherry Darnell, we will have to put you on a Violent Femmes waiting list if that's okay. Tiffany Smith and Sherry Darnell, Tanner, for Violent Femmes waiting list. All righty. Let me go to another crate of vintage vinyl. We've got plenty to show. All righty. Let's see here. Let's see what's in this one. Alrighty. Connection issues. I think everybody's having connection issues. I think that's why we only have 136 people watching. Let's see where we're at on Run DMC. Tillman just asked, and I was thinking the same thing. The last bid on Run DMC, I have Run DMC. John Lang was out. Josh Duvall has Run DMC at $60. Going once, going twice. VG Plus copy of Run DMC. VG Plus on that. Josh Duvall's at $60. I may go through this bin if everybody's feed keeps getting worse and worse or still not working great, then we'll, I don't know. We'll see. I'll give a few more minutes, but I think we've had about 30 or 40 people get off because they physically cannot watch. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. So this is our first bin from the stuff I bought yesterday that's not check condition, aka everything should be very clean and nice and ready to go. So these should not be check condition. All right, and plus if you're watching on YouTube, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel because I post videos on there all the time that may be just not live. We post other kind of videos. So. ELO's Greatest Hits. ELO's Greatest Hits actually this is a checking. This one's check condition. VG Plus $14.99. Patty Loveless. Patty Loveless is $19.99. Chick Corea, Circling M, Blue Note Reissue Series 2 LP. Chick Corea, $19.99. The Who, Face Dances, is $19.99. Does it have a poster with it? It does have the poster with it. The Who, Face Dances, $19.99. The Rolling Stones Steel Wheels is $34.99 in shrink wrap. Don't see that one too often. So Josh Duvall going twice, going 3 times to Run DMC, and that is at $60. Robert Johnson on The Who. Robert Johnson got The Who. The Beatles, Yellow Submarine. I was thinking about auctioning this, but we'll go ahead and straight sell it. It is $64.99. It is a very, very nice copy, as you can tell. Yellow Submarine, Apple, U.S. pressing, $64.99. Prince. I'm not for sure what this one's called. The price is $29.99. It is Love Sexy, Prince. Very nice, $29.99. Have you shown the new Seether? Yes, Brandon, you are down for a indie exclusive pre-order. I've got you down. Robert Johnson on The Who. Cindy Jones first on Rolling Stones Steel Wheels. John Lang was second. John Lang was second on Rolling Stones. Angela Tyree first to Yellow Submarine. And Josh Duvall first to Prince. Cindy Jones was next. Then Troy Robinson. The Best of Roberta Flack is $19.99 in shrink wrap. The Best of Roberta Flack. So Josh Duvall got Prince, then Cindy, then Troy, then Cindy again, and Chris, we've already sold it. Ice Cream Castle, The Time in shrink wrap and hop sticker, $29.99. $29.99. Eddie Rabbit, Horizon, is $9.99. The Best of Michael Martin Murphy, that is sealed, $29.99. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches, is $14.99. Merle Haggard, his epic hits, the first 11, $14.99. George Buchanan, first to The Time. Is the Indie Seether a different? Yeah, the Indie exclusive is on color. It's on clear vinyl, or no, it's on.
Smoke vinyl.
It's on smoke colored vinyl. It's on smoke colored vinyl. The Seether, and then we still got them on black vinyl. If anybody wants a black vinyl. David Cordell first to Merle. David Cordell first to Merle Haggard, then Leslie Silvley, and then Tiffany Smith on MHMH. Loretta Lynn, you're looking at country. Loretta is $19.99. Don't see that one too often. Well, Michael, we've already sold them unless you were on the. We're already sold out unless you were on the pre-order. You weren't on the pre-order. The black vinyl is $33.99. By the way, it's on craft. If you didn't see that earlier, Craft is a excellent label, high quality stuff there. $33.99 for black vinyl. And then the indie exclusives, I think, were just a few dollars more, but they're gone, and I doubt we get any more. So, Anne Murray, A Country Collection. Anne Murray is $9.99. My Name is Barbara, Barbara Streisand, $9.99. Chicago is $19.99. I think this is 4, 5, 6, 7. I was way off. Chicago 7. This was a double album. A lot of their stuff was double albums. The Moody Blues, In Search of Lost Chord. That one looks nice. $19.99. Gatefold pressing. Should be on Durham. Yeah, wow. Looks very nice. If I can get the disc back in there now. The sleeve was sticking out. There we go. Moody Blues. Lou Christie, Lightning Strikes, is sealed. $24.99. That is sealed. Frank Sinatra, This Love of Mine. Sinatra is $14.99. Joe D. and the Starlighters, live at the Peppermint Lounge, $14.99. The Marshall Tucker Band is $14.99. Searching for a Rainbow, $14.99. Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle, is $19.99. Chris, you got to hold it up to the light. Take it out and hold it up to the light, and you'll see that it's purple. If you just look at it, it looks black. You've got to hold it up to the light. It's not like it's solid purple. It's translucent under a bright or under direct light. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road, $34.99. Madonna, Papa Don't Preach. That's a 12-inch single, 1986, $19.99. Tracy McFadden on Marshall. Tracy McFadden on Marshall Tucker Band. Steve Miller, Madonna. Harry Nilsson, son of Schmilson, $19.99. Jason F. on Mad, which is Madonna, sold to Jason F. Tiffany Smith was next. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, $39.99. That one looks very nice. $39.99. Pure Bathing Culture, Moon Tides, is $19.99. Chris, that's a common mistake because most people have no idea those are translucent. It says nowhere on it it's translucent. I don't know if they just had a bad mix. Those didn't press the way they wanted them to, or what. But
company that made the vinyl for A&M, and they also made Bryan Adams too.
okay, so yeah.
I have Bryan Adams records that are translucent also.
Yeah, so Ed was just saying there was a company that manufactured those for A&M, and they're translucent, but you can't tell until you hold them up to the light. There's evidently a Bryan Adams record like that as well. Angela Tyree wants Moody Blues, sold to Angela Tyree. ZZ Top Fandango is $34.99. ZZ Top Fandango. The Moody Blues Octave is $14.99. Cheech and Chong Los Conchinos. Cheech and Chong is $24.99. Yes, Angela, it was. Close to You, Carpenters. Carpenters is $9.99. And Reba McEntire. Reba McEntire. Name of the album is Reba Nell McEntire, $14.99. Tiffany, you did not get the Madonna. Jason F. did. You were second on it. Jason F. was first. Chicago, $9.99. That one is Chicago 10. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu, $24.99. Has the Mick Ronson. No, Mick Ronson has not gone up. Let's go ahead and sell Run DMC to Josh Cheval. It's been back here for 30 minutes. Josh Cheval, you get Run DMC for $60. The Chambers Brothers, The Time Has Come, $24.99. Dave Mason, Let It Flow, $9.99. The Who by Numbers, another copy. That's $9.99. Tawana Bennett on Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, sold to Tawana Bennett. Cat Stevens, Back to Earth, $14.99. Al Stewart, Year of the Cat, is $19.99. And the Beatles Revolver, this is $34.99. This is a 80s Capitol label press, so an 80s reissue. It is near mint though, very nice looking. The Beatles Revolver, that is $34.99. Chad, can you cancel my Violent Femmes and let next list actually have that copy? Sure, so cancel George Buchanan's Violent Femmes and give it to whoever was next on the waiting list. No problem. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story, $24.99 for Rod Stewart. Santana is $19.99. Santana is $19.99. Santana 3. Bob Dylan and the Band. We had one of these the other night. This one's $34.99. We had one from our flip video we posted that we just sold a moment ago. Frank Sinatra, Cycles, is $14.99. Frank Sinatra, Cycles. Cindy Jones, First to Santana. When I go back through this bin, I'm going to have to wake everybody up because it's like some fantastic stuff in here. Into the Purple Valley, Ry Cooder, $24.99. Good Vibrations, The Best of the Beach Boys, $12.99. And Marshall Tucker Band, that is self-titled, that is $24.99. That's a gatefold pressing. Very nice. Cindy Jones is first on Frank Sinatra. Is Rod a gatefold. Let me see if there's anything. It's been detached. So yeah. We had a copy just the other night that had been detached. So Tiffany, I believe you were next for Violent Films. Yes. So this it was perforated. We had a copy the other night though. Well, I've shown 2 or 3 of these lately, and we haven't sold one yet. And one of them was unattached. So yeah, Bob Dylan, Ry Cooder. We have Marshall Tucker Band, and yeah, that has "Can't You See" on it, and "Take the Highway." That is beautiful. Can't believe someone hadn't already claimed it. Linda Ronstadt, "Simple Dreams" is $9.99, and Surfing USA, 15 Great Hits. That is $14.99. This is Marshall Tucker's first album. That was just fantastic. Great stuff on it. Do you still have the high-end bin? Of course, and it's full. We've restocked it. There's probably 50 or 60 records in it. Ry Cooder, Bob Dylan, and Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart, Josh, it is Every Picture Tells a Story. Probably his best work. And we've shown 3. I think we've shown 1 every show, and no one has bought one yet. It's just like disappointing me. Jason F. on Surf, Surfing USA to Jason F. George Buchanan takes Marshall Tucker. Tanner Marshall Tucker was $24.99. Pass, and I was second on the attached one the other night. Too slow. So we did sell one. I didn't think we did. I think there's an attached one still laying around here. George Buchanan was first to Marshall Tucker. Bill Toe was second, then Sherry Darnell, then Josh Fry, and Rod Stewart is $24.99, Josh. $24.99. Well, what do you want to show them? Well, we got 2, 4, we got 5, we got 8 bins of new arrivals to go through first because there's some high-end in the new arrivals. We always do new arrivals. Part 2, we go back through stuff and we do requests, which usually we don't have a show unless we do the high-end bin. So, but try and knock out all these. We got a bunch. This is from the stuff I picked up yesterday. Okay, I'm just going to read titles this time. Read titles for here. We have Chicago. There's one in here, Brian, that's $19.99, and there's one that's $9.99. And Chris, everything is sticker price right now. Everything is sticker price. Simon and Garfunkel, ELO. Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. ELO's Greatest Hits. Patty Loveless, I think is self-titled. Chick Corea, Circling In. The Best of Roberta Flack. Eddie Rabbit, Horizon. The Best of Michael Martin Murphey. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches. Loretta Lynn, You're Looking at Country. Anne Murray, A Country Collection. Barbara Streisand, Chicago. We have Lou Christie, Lightning Strikes. Frank Sinatra, This Love of Mine. Joey D and the Starlighters Live. Rush has not arrived. I don't know. They're out. They're somewhere. I think they're in this town. They just hadn't made it through our door yet, but we will have them by tomorrow. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. Harry Nilsson, Meatloaf, Moon Tides, Steve Miller Band, surprisingly still here. ZZ Top, still here. Moody Blues Octave, Cheech and Chong, Close to You, The Carpenters, Reba McEntire. There's the other Chicago. Chambers Brothers, Time Has Come. That's a classic. Dave Mason, The Who by Numbers. Cat Stevens, Back to Earth. Al Stewart, You're the Cat. Revolver still available. $34.99. 80s pressing. Rod Stewart, $24.99. Bob Dylan and the Band. Ry Cooder, Good Vibrations, Best of the Beast Boys, and Linda Ronstadt. Will Harper takes the meatloaf. I was about to say, what's going on? ZZ Top, it was Fandango, $34.99. Price for the Who My Numbers, Mr. 55, it is $19.99. And Lisa Hudson wants the Cheech and Chong. Yes, we did a pre-order on Lisa on Cheech and Chong. Yes, we did a pre-order on Rush Moving Pictures. There's a deluxe edition that is $99.99, and then there's a super deluxe huge box set, and that is $299.99. We've got both coming in. Revolver stereo. Yes, anything pressed then in the 80s would be stereo. Yes. So ZZ Top. Lisa got Cheech and Chong. It looks like Susie was next. Mark, yes, Revolver is stereo. Susie was next on Cheech and Chong. Ricky Skaggs was $14.99. $14.99, Calvin. And what's the Rycooter? It was Purple Valley. Into the Purple Valley. Very nice copy. $24.99. All right. Let me grab another bin over here. Josh Fry says, I'll take the Rod Stewart. All right. Calvin Ward takes the Ricky Skaggs. What's the Chicago near the back? That was Chicago 7. Yes, Steel Wheels is sold. Chicago near the back is Chicago 7. It's the one that was $19.99. Who did? Tim Holloway commented Babs earlier. That was for Barbara Streisand. I must have missed that. Santana? How long ago was that? I see it now. Tim Holloway, Babs. Barbara Streisand. Yeah. Kevin, you can go, well, I mean, if you want one right now, you can let me know, because as soon as they come in, I've got plenty of both. So if you can let me know if you want a deluxe or super deluxe. If you're not for sure what's included in each one, you can go to the post. There's complete details there. The super deluxe is really cool, as you can imagine. It even comes with a red barchetta, not a real one. A real red barchetta that he's singing about. Those are about $3 million, and I think there's only about 10 in existence in the world. Those red-looking Ferrari things. Will Harper, I already had you down for meatloaf. No, wait a minute. I'm not scrolled down far enough. Brian White, I'll take the Chicago 10. Okay. What did I just set that crate? What did I just do with those right here? He wanted the chocolate bar one. Let me find it. Looks like the chocolate bar. Yeah. I already have 7. Okay. New vinyl arrivals. Some of these are restocks we sold out of for Thursday night. We've already pulled waiting list, and then there's some new stuff in here we've never had before. And if you didn't get to watch Tuesday night, then there's some stuff in here you've never seen, like this. Beverly Hills 90210 soundtrack, pressed on translucent aqua vinyl. $26.99. 90210 soundtrack, Beverly Hills. Aqua vinyl. Footloose soundtrack, $26.99. Everybody cut loose. $26.99. Footloose. Starboy, The Weeknd, translucent red vinyl, $48.99. Paul Brothers wants a 90210, and so does Troy Robinson. Footloose, to Jamie Miller. And we're going to have to reorder 90210 again. Dustin Chandler was 3rd. Dustin only have 2. Jamie Miller wants a Footloose, 1 left. And then Brian White said yes. And that was for what? That was on, I think he was just confirming Chicago. Starboy, $48.99. That's The Weeknd. And The Wedding Singer. So we reordered these on, I think these are white vinyl. I think the one I reordered was white vinyl. These are white vinyl. Yeah, The Wedding Singer. We sold out of this. And by the way, I'm about to post a pre-order. There's another one coming out. More music from The Wedding Singer. And this is This is the first volume, though, but they are coming out kind of like they did Dazed and Confused. They're doing a volume 2. So that's on white vinyl, The Wedding Singer. Fantastic stuff on it. If you missed it Tuesday night. Psychedelic Furs, The Police, Culture Club, Billy Idol, David Bowie, of course, Adam Sandler. Pass on Violent Film, Susie Breedlove. So give that to the next person. We might not have to reorder any because I think 2 people have passed now and they're available. REM. I think this is the first time I've shown these and we don't have anybody waiting on one. REM Out of Time, $33.99. REM Out of Time is $33.99. Can't get these to lay right. The Michael Schenker Group, Heavy Hitters, 2 LP on red vinyl. This is $34.99. The Ultimate Michael Schenker album featuring an all-star lineup. Gary Barden, Sebastian Bach, Jolynn Turner, Tony Levin, Tommy Shaw, Leslie West, Paul Diano, and more. That is $34.99. Wedding Singer is $44.99, Troy. White vinyl. And there's a part 2 coming out. Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus. I'm pretty sure that's on colored vinyl too. $43.99. $43.99. Do you have any more Dazed and Confused? We don't, do we? Dazed and Confused is long gone, unless there's one left on our website. So this one is interesting. It's Nick Turner, Space Fusion Odyssey, Hawkwind. This is from the Hawkwind co-founder, Nick Turner, $26.99. And I think we actually already, the SKU says, what did it say, Ed? It's supposed to be Night Ranger.
They put a barcode on that said Night Ranger.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Night Rangers. I don't know, I'm not for sure what happened. I think we ordered Night Ranger and they send us, we got these. So we're going to show them anyway. If somebody wants them, great, because I think they were the same cost. If not, we're going to return them. Nick Turner, Space Fusion Odyssey. Hawkwind co-founder Nick Turner with members of Gong, Brain Ticket, The Doors, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Amandul II, and more on silver vinyl. Those are $26.99. I'm not for sure what's up on that one, but it looks like an interesting release. And this one is in a different color or different baggie. So, Sherry, did we get Susie's Violent Films taken care of? Yeah. Who was next? Sherry. So, Sherry, you got the Violent Films. Sheryl Crow, Live from the Ryman and More. Sheryl Crow, Live from the Ryman and More is $36.99. Bill Withers, this one's finally back in stock, print. Just As I Am, his first album, music on vinyl, $41.99. $41.99. Bonnie Tyler, Her Ultimate Collection. Bonnie Tyler is $26.99. Bonnie Tyler, Her Ultimate Collection. And Kansas' new album, Somewhere to Elsewhere, 2 LP, red vinyl. Kansas is $36.99. Eddie Bruce wants Crow. That's Sheryl Crow. So to Eddie Bruce, we have Kansas. Ministry with Sympathy. Ministry, music on vinyl, $41.99. Post Malone, one for Troy Robinson, right? Yeah, and then we got one left. We had Troy on a waiting list. Post Malone, Hollywood's Bleeding, $41.99, 2 LP. It's heavy. Nicki Minaj. I don't think I've ever had to really say her name out loud. Pink, is it Pink or Pink Friday? Pink Friday, $41.99. Debut album on pink vinyl, $41.99. George Buchanan wants The Ministry, and Tommy Flowers on Kansas. Nicki Minaj. Sounds funny when you try to say it. The Quentin Tarantino Experience Reloaded. Red vinyl and yellow vinyl, 2 LP. This is a compilation of soundtracks, music from Quentin Tarantino's films. T-Rex, Safaris, Ventures, John Lee Hooker, Kingsman, Dobie Gray, Grassroots, Dwayne Eddy, Guy Mitchell, Joe Cocker, Lobo, John Fred, Johnny Cash, Fenderman. One available, Jimi Hendrix Blues, and we had a couple people on a waiting list for this one, if that's still laying over there. I also need Nickelback, and yeah, I think that's another one coming up. Jimi Hendrix Blues, $26.99. I think finally we've got everybody taken care of. Marsha Baker, I already had one pulled for you, Marsha Baker. We've got 2 available, Jimi Hendrix Blues, $26.99. And we did get one more Mad Max. These are $85.99. 3LP on black sand and gray vinyl. Original art by Tim Bradstreet, who did The Punisher and Blade. Limited edition of 2000. Mad Max. That is $85.99. We sold one Tuesday, and that's probably the last one we're going to be getting. Mad Max. And then Nickelback. Again, all the right reasons. I think finally we got some store stock here, unless we sell these three tonight. Summer Brewington. Nickelback, all the right reasons. $27.99. Sgt. Pepper's. I originally ordered this, and they sent me those picture discs, which I need to return because we still got them. I think we've only sold one, and they were supposed to send me this. This is the black vinyl remaster that's been out of print for a while. $39.99. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's. It's gatefold. I think it's, new stereo mix by Giles Martin. $39.99. And Meatloaf Dead Ringer on violet colored vinyl. Meatloaf is $36.99. William Simmons on a Nickelback. I've got two left. Tiffany Smith. Uh-oh, we may sell out again for all the Nickelback haters. We got one left. So a lot of stuff left in here. Of course, a lot of it, this was mostly a restock bin from Tuesday night, stuff we sold out of and just reorder. Footloose, one left. Footloose soundtrack, $26.99, only one left. Starboy, The Weeknd, red vinyl, $48.99. The Wedding Singer, white vinyl, $44.99. Gatefold. REM, Out of Time, with Losing My Religion on it, $33.99. Michael Schenker Group, Heavy Hitters, $34.99. Red vinyl. Still got both of those. Jefferson Starship, Red Octopus, $43.99. The Hawkwind co-founder, Nick Turner, $26.99. There's another one. And Bill Withers, $41.99. Ain't No Sunshine, Grandma's Hand, Sweet Wyoming, Harlem. Bonnie Tyler, Ultimate Collection, $26.99. Kansas is $36.99. Post Malone, $41.99. Nicki Minaj, $41.99. Quentin Tarantino, $41.99. Jimi Hendrix, $26.99. Mad Max is $85.99. Nickelback, $27.99. Sgt. Pepper's was $39.99. And Meatloaf was $36.99. Tommy Green said L or I. I'm not for sure, or that might have been a mistake. Patty Anderson Williams wants Tyler. Did you get Lou Reed Transformer? They were out. They actually pulled the barcode on that one, Greg. So I'm not for sure what's up. I couldn't even reorder it. So Tommy put I or L. I don't know if that was a mistake or he was actually claiming something. So, mistake, okay. Track list on Michael Schenker. Richie, Craig just put it up there for you. Thank you, Craig. Paul Brothers also wants a Bonnie Tyler. We are sold out, but we'll order more. Oh, I just did something. I think I may accidentally just block somebody. Uh-oh. I hit my feed here. I accidentally clicked. Yeah, Richie. Uh-oh. I accidentally blocked Richie. Richie, I accidentally blocked you. Hold on a second. How do I unblock them? Can you do it on your end, Tanner?
He's not showing up blocked on mine.
Yeah, it says it on mine. Uh-oh. Huh. Give me a second.
Another Nickelback.
Need another Nickelback. Okay. There it is right there. Sold. Troy, it has a Photograph, Rockstar, If Everyone Cared, Saving Me, and that one is sold. And if you want one, I will fix it for you. Richie, can you still hear me? I know you probably can't comment now. I clicked my phone that says, I clicked on the thing that says show more, and it took me down here. I'm not for sure. Might need to send him a message if he can comment. Meatloaf was violet colored vinyl. That was too easy to do. I accidentally just clicked his name and it blocked him. What was the color of Meatloaf? Yeah, it's on violet, aka light purple or dark purple. All right, let me grab another bin of new vintage arrivals. Which one's good? This one? They're all good. Oh yeah, this one's got really good stuff. Sorry, Rick. I don't know if you can still hear me, if it completely takes you down or... Okay, next bin of new vintage arrivals. From the collection I picked up yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Long trip. Drove through the storm. I went through a lot. Almost fell asleep a couple times in the storm. It was very dark. It took Google bypassed me off the interstate. I was on one of those curvy back roads Google relocates you on. It was pouring rain. 22 explosive hits on K-Tel. Uh-oh. $9.99. K-Tel, $9.99. Are you going to call it the moving pictures list? Yeah, we can. I can show those right now. So you know what's coming in. So we got two versions of the police coming in. Or excuse me, I keep saying the police. Or Rush, whichever one. Let's see here. Let's do it this way. There it is. Okay, so the standard version, the $99 version, Rick Hayes, Michael Potts, Brad Moore, Jerry Stone, George Buchanan, Preston Rogers, Greg Hagewood, Richard Davis, and David Howard. Those will be on this week's invoice. They will be here tomorrow. That's 9 people. We got 30 of them on the way. And then the Super Deluxe, we got Jerry Pinnock and GT Bass. Jerry Pinnock and GT Bass. That's the $300 version. That will also, and I've got 10 of those on the way. I'm keeping 1, so I'll have 7 to sell of the $300 version. And then moving pictures, 9 on the list. If you want one right now, we'll go ahead and type you in. We print that off, and we will tag you as soon as they come in. Who got the K-Tel? Stacy. Stacy got it. That is Stacy, what's her Facebook name? Duggan? It says on there Boand, but it's Duggan on Facebook, isn't it? Stacy, it's Stacy Boand on YouTube, first to that one. It's Stacy Duggan, I think, on Facebook. So, Carlene was next, Jamie, and Randall. Donovan in Concert is $14.99. Donovan in Concert, $14.99. The Doors' Greatest Hits. The Doors' Greatest Hits, $34.99. The Best of BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive, $14.99. The Babies, On the Edge, is $14.99. Blondie, Auto American, is $34.99 for Blondie Auto American. Hadn't seen just a regular release of that in a while. Bad Company, self-titled debut, that is $19.99. The original motion picture soundtrack to Nashville, that is $24.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pictures at an Exhibition, that is $19.99. ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Grover Washington Jr. live at the Bijou. I'm not sure how that last word it says, but that's pretty good stuff there. $19.99. I've never listened to that. Chris McDonald, first to Bad Company. Chris McDonald, first to Bad Company, then Tiffany Smith, then Robert Johnson, then Jeff McMaster, then Angela Tyree. Chris McDonald, first to ELP. Stacy says the Bijou. Live at the Bijou. Grover Washington Jr. I forgot what customer told me about this. He said, you got to listen to Funkfoot. You got to listen to Funkfoot. And I went and listened to it, and I was like, wow, that's not what I expect. You know, it's jazz, funk type stuff. Tough Guys soundtrack is $24.99. Tough Guys soundtrack. The Intruders Super Hits, $19.99. The Intruders Super Hits on the Philadelphia International label. The OJs is $19.99 on the Upfront label. The Dales in Concert, VJ International, $14.99. The Eagles Greatest Hits, of course, $34.99 in shrink wrap. Very clean. I think I have Funkfoot, man. Yeah. The Electric Prunes. This is $49.99. This was an exceptionally nice copy. It's got a cut corner, but it's tri-label Steamboat. Very, very nice. Grace Jones, Portfolio, $19.99. Bill Frasky says it's pronounced Bayou. So I think we've got 4 different pronunciations now. That's usually why I just say whatever it looks like. BU, we got Bijou though. Bijou, Bijou, Bayou. It's 4 different ones. Mickey Gilley's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 is $9.99. Mickey Gilley's Greatest Hits. April Wine, Power Play is $19.99. REO Speedwagon, self-titled, $17.99. Has a little bit of cover damage at the bottom. That's their first album. A Wider Shade of Pale, The Munich Machine, introducing Chris Bennett, $14.99. The Mean Machine, Jimmy McGriff, $34.99. Happy Banjos, Play the Beatles. Wow, the Beatles music put the banjo. Can you believe it? $19.99. Dusty Lambden, first on REO Speedwagon. Tracks on April Wine. You've got everything you want. You got it. Enough is enough. If you see K, What If We Fall in Love, Waiting on a Miracle, Do It Right, Ain't Got Your Love, Blood Money, Tell Me Why, Runners in the Night. By the way, how's everybody's feed looking now? We're back up to our regular viewership for this time of night. And I hadn't seen anybody say too many things. Uh-oh, I better go ahead and show this. $64.99. John has put Pittman pressing. This is a super clean copy of Pink Floyd Animals. Usually the covers are a lot more worn on this. $64.99. Zach said way better. Great. It usually gets better as the night, like, I don't know, there's just bugs, and it seems if we can get past 8 o'clock, it's fantastic all the way up till 9:30. So David Cordell, first to Pink Floyd. I didn't figure that would last long. Lenny and Squiggy presents Lenny and the Squigtones, $34.99. Jay Giles, Nightmares, quad pressing, $34.99, quad pressing, top copy. James Gang, Miami, quad pressing, $24.99. The Main Ingredient, Euphrates River, quadraphonic pressing, $29.99. Jeff McMaster on the Jay Giles. Everly Brothers, Stories We Could Tell. Everly Brothers is $14.99. Riverbend Records on James Gang. That is sold to Billy Hurst. The Doobie Brothers Farewell Tour, $24.99. It's been a long time, if ever, we've put one of those out for sale. The Doobie Brothers Farewell Tour. It's alive. Jimmy Smith, Off the Top. George Benson, Ron Carter, Stanley Turrentine, $14.99. The Persuasions sing a cappella Stardust. It's hard to read. $14.99, The Persuasions. Brittany Fox. $39.99, Brittany Fox. Santana Amigos quadraphonic pressing, $24.99. Tommy Flowers wants Jimmy Smith, sold to Tommy Flowers. Bill Fratsky on Brittany Fox, sold to Bill Fratsky. I think he's seen that in the Hype video last night. So if you missed it, for everybody watching, the last couple collections I've bought, as I'm unboxing them, I've been live showing them. It'll be really good one night if Tanner's here. Last couple nights it's just been me. Could hold the phone. I think we could do it a lot more efficiently, but it's really cool because y'all get to see first glance. Y'all see a lot of stuff that may not ever make it, or y'all see stuff that you may mention that we may need to put out. You know, that is, we might not usually put out. Excuse my bad grammar there. That's common. Bad grammar is common on this show. For me, though, if I'm getting the point across, y'all know what I'm saying. Brittany Fox to Bill. Will Harper was next. Chris Crowley was third. Monica was fourth. And then Tony Murphy put Terry Knight. Did I show a Terry Knight? He said, oops. Okay. Kip, you were next on Brittany. No new Led Zeppelin box sets. And next record is Who's Missing? $29.99. The Who's Missing? Prince and the Revolution, Let's Go Crazy, $24.99. Tighten Up, Archie Bell and the Drells. This is a super clean copy, $49.99. Archie Bell and the Drells. Robert Johnson, First of the Who. Who's Missing? Never has seen that one before. Tracks on Santana. Sue, I can't see them. I guarantee, give it about 30 seconds and Craig will post them on here. If not, I'll pull out the label and read them to you. Robert Johnson got the Who. David Cordell, First on Prince. Roy Orbison. This is one you don't see too often. Milestones. That is $29.99. Milestones. It's $49.99, RJ. I think if you remember, I had one of these one night from the Fred Goodwin collection. I think I posted it. And everybody was looking forward to it. And then I was like, guys, I'm sorry, I've decided to keep it. And that's been, what, October? And this is the last time, first time we've seen one since then. OG label. Archie Bell and the Drells, Tighten Up. So, Chicago, quadraphonic pressing. That's going to sound cool. $34.99. It's a top copy. It's, like I said, I think we have a couple in the back, the way we usually see them beat up. But it's been 6 months and lots of collections, tens of thousands of records since we've seen another clean one. So, RJ says he'll take it. Chicago, that's a good one to be in quadraphonic. Masters of Rock, Steve Miller Band, The Adventures of a Space Cowboy, $29.99. Reba McEntire, The Last One to Know, is $14.99. The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, is $14.99. And Frank Sinatra, Try a Little Tenderness, is $14.99. Calvin Ward takes the April Wine. If you're looking for hits on that Santana record, if you're looking for radio hits, that's not the one. You might want to get a greatest hit. Santana's stuff is pretty scattered out across their albums. Their self-titled album and that third album that looks like the guy in space, they're both pretty good. Everything else is pretty scattered. So, Craig does more work than Seth, but that isn't saying much. Uh-oh. That's high five, Stephen Tuttle. Okay, here's what's left in this bin. Donovan in concert. Wow, the Doors' greatest hits. Okay, I'm about to sell this to somebody. It's got the original inner sleeve. Look at that. That's Jim Morrison. It is beautiful. Red Electra label. Hello, I Love You. Light My Fire. Love Me Two Times. Riders on the Storm. Break On Through. Roadhouse Soul. David Robertson. Didn't take long. The Best of BTO. Here's another one. Should have, yep. Mercury. Should have Taking Care of Business. Roll On Down the Highway. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. Let It Ride. Embossed cover. The Best of BTO. Look at it. Someone's typing BTO at this moment. They're about to hit send. And they put so far. They knew they were going to make some more hits after, which I don't know if they really did. Stacy takes it. That's what I'm talking about. John Sheehan was next. The Baby's on the Edge. I don't know a lot about this one, so I'm just going to be honest. But I will say this. I don't see it too often. The Baby's on the Edge. We see a lot of other Babies albums. Don't see that one too often. The Baby's on the Edge. Blondie, Auto American. Oh my gosh. Blondie is $34.99. I think y'all been seeing what we've been selling her greatest hits for. This is got the original inner sleeve with it. Europa. Rapture. Delay, but can I get the 99 Rush Tillman? Yeah, we'll put you on the list. Let me type you right over here. Tillman Smoot. I'm typing in my laptop right now. Hopefully we can sell more as they come in. Tommy Green wants On the Edge. Sold to Tommy Green. Marty Kramer takes the Blondie. Scott Snee, you were second on the babies, and Susie, we've already sold the doors. That just leaves poor Donovan here. It's got, I've never seen one with the, I don't know if someone pulled that off the shrink wrap and stuck it to the cover. Donovan in concert. Is he doing any hits? He's doing Mellow Yellow. Any hurdy-gurdy man? Let's see. I just know Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Y'all know what that is, don't you? Nashville soundtrack. Who's featured on this one? Nashville soundtrack. Actually, I don't think it's... Let's see here.
Keith Carradine, I'm Easy, big song.
Say that again, Ed.
Keith Carradine, his big song, I'm Easy.
Keith Carradine, his big song, I'm Easy. Where's Michael Manning at? He probably can tell us something about this. I know he's watching. Do you have a copy of Badlands self-titled? No, I do not. I did about 2 months ago. Grover Washington Jr. No one's going to try out Funk Foot. I'm telling you. 1999 Tough Guys soundtrack, Isaac Hayes. That is $24.99. Intruders Super Hits. 1999. The OJs is $19.99. And the Dells in Concert is $14.99. Tyler, if you knew the trouble we went through with Badlands, you would understand. Not really trouble, but that is just owning one of those as a record shop owner is pretty much a headache if you have one come in. It's such a desirable album, it's painful to own one. Eagles, their greatest hits, $34.99. Bill Toe takes the Grover. If you were around when we had one, you would understand. Eagles' greatest hits. Let me read the tracks on this one. Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Already Gone, Desperado, One of These Nights, Tequila Sunrise, Take It to the Limit, Peaceful Easy Feeling, and Best of My Love. That is definitely some hits. $34.99. What's on the OJs? I've never seen these albums before. Those three right there. Now He Comes, Little Brother, Crossroads of Life, Lee Dada, Peace, Shattered Man, Just to Be With You, Gotta Get My Broom Out. Still looking for Can't Buy a Thrill. Did you see that one in here? Did he put that one out? Can't Buy a Thrill. Electric Prunes. Electric Prunes is $49.99. Grace Jones, Portfolio. Mickey Gilley's Greatest Hits, Volume 1. That usually gets gone. $9.99. Munich Machine is $14.99. The Mean Machine, Jimmy McGriff, $34.99. Banjos Play the Beatles, $19.99. Lenny and Squiggy, $34. The Main Ingredient, Euphrates, that was Quad. Everly Brothers. The Doobie Brothers Farewell Tour, still available. 2LP Live. Doobie Brothers, doing lots of hits. Jerry Pinnock on MG. What was that? A lot of people all of a sudden. Mickey Gilley. Jerry Pinnock, Stacy Metternich, and Francis Drennan. The Persuasions, Santana Amigos, that was a quad pressing. Roy Orbison, Chicago was a quad pressing. Like I said, if you got something that can place quad records, let me read you a couple highlights. Ooh, I like that label. Make Me Smile is on this side. It's very clean too. I don't know if y'all can see that on your end. I know 25 or 624 is on here. 25 or 624. What album has Feeling Stronger Every Day on it? That's probably my favorite. Masters of Rock is still available. Steve Miller Band. Ventures of Space Cowboy. That's a Holland pressing. $29.99. Reba McEntire. The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, with other hits on there. Doobie Brothers is $24.99, Brandon. And Frank Sinatra, Try a Little Tenderness is $14.99. Paul Brothers wants a $99 Rush box set if he's already not on there. You're not, so let me put you down. Paul Brothers. I wish a couple people would buy the $300 ones. Sean, you were fourth on Mickey Gilley. Mike Cochran takes the Steve Miller. Mike Cochran on Steve Miller. And Brian Case, you were second. he gets a copy every now and then. Everybody gets all hot and bothered. He puts it up for auction. 2 people bid on it. Doesn't go for a whole lot of money. That's pretty much what happened. That's like the summary of Badlands. I think there was more people tuning in to see what it would bring than they were actually curious on what it was going to. So, I wish there was a Chicago 6.
Just you and me.
Just you and me, feeling stronger every day. And then the first album has Beginnings. Beginnings is a great song too. What they need is a Chicago Greatest Hits, like 2 LP. I wish I could pick the songs though. I don't want any of the 80s stuff on there, even though they had some big songs in the 80s too. I wish I could do a custom. I wish there was a thing where you could make your hits. But that's very difficult and expensive, I'm sure. I only have one. Ace Frehley's Greatest Hits Live. Yes, I only have one. $32.99. Are you going to do the Rush box sets tonight or Saturday night? I don't have them on hand. We're going to have another show tomorrow night, everybody. So tomorrow night, I don't know what we're exactly going to be doing. I have a feeling we're going to be doing 45s and CDs and cassettes and on-sale albums. So, my wife would not. That's what 2 or 3 other people told me. They was like, I'd love to have a $300 one, but I'd have to get a divorce. So, what did it sell for? The Badlands, I think $175, maybe $175. 2 CD greatest hits. Exactly. They need that on a 2 LP vinyl. That's why I was delayed on the Rush. I was ordering myself a Super Deluxe. Yeah. The Super Deluxe is cool. I don't know if y'all went and looked at the details. Regina, I have not shown that Elvis, and Bob Collier gets the Ace. I only have one of those. This is from a new distributor. This little box here, these are all from a new distributor. So there's some stuff in here I'm just kind of experimenting with. Or I will say a recently new distributor. The Archies. We've had this before, but we haven't had them in a while. That's $39.99. Archie's picture disc. Very cool. Archie's theme, Sugar Sugar. Bang Shangalang. Jingle Jangle. Tower of Power. That hadn't been shipped yet or released. The Best of Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, $34.99. $34.99. The Archie's picture disc is sold to Francis Drennan. Whitney Houston is $34.99. Kiss Alive, $58.99. Kiss Alive, $58.99. Anyone from around Baltimore, Maryland on here? Got a couple questions about selling vinyl and these auctions. If allowed, message me. This is Street Fighter Alpha, Warrior's Dream. Street Fighter Alpha, Warrior's Dream. I don't really remember ordering this, but here it is. Street Fighter's Alpha, Warrior's Dream, $56.99. That Kiss Alive, the Kiss Alive here is a German press, by the way. It's a German press. It had something special about it. This one's pressed in Germany. Yeah, this is a German press. I wish I could remember the little blurb on it. So, Paul Brothers wants the Street Fighter's Alpha. Greg Allman, Southern Blood, $28.99. Greg Allman, Southern Blood, $28.99. Ennio Morricone, Western Themes. Ennio Morricone, Western Themes, $44.99. Is it the S? Oh yeah, it's got the German S's on it. Okay, so yeah. 58, that's new sealed remastered German pressing. I've heard those, that's an excellent quality. So there's the Ennio. So this is a music on vinyl at the movies. This is Ennio Morricone collected. This is all of his Western themes. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Once Upon a Time in the West, Fistful of Dollars, Ecstasy of Gold, also known as Metallica's theme song or intro music. Sherry Darnell on the Greg Allman. Speaking of Allman, this is Dwayne and Greg Allman, the historic pre-Allman Brothers 1968 recordings. The first time they've ever reissued this on vinyl in 50 years. And the ones that we usually have, they're on the Bold label. They're pressed like on trash can quality vinyl. Even though they're still playable, I'm glad to see they actually reprinted this record. So this is $29.99, Allman Brothers. Very good stuff. It's actually one of my, if I'm going to listen to an Allman Brothers besides Eat a Peach, that's like a go-to recordings there. Zach Sabbath, Vertigo. Zach Wild, Zach Sabbath. The classic, first album from Black Sabbath, commemorating by the legendary Zach Wild, $29.99. Wayne Heat wants a Greg and Dwayne. If you've never listened to this, please buy one if you like the Allman Brothers. You'll message me later and say, thank you, Chad. We only have one of these, and I can't get any more as of right now. But we will take a waiting list, but I can't get any more. And then Kiss, Carnival of the Souls. And I already have the pre-orders pulled on that one. Is that sheet handy? Kiss. William Simmons gets the Zach Wild. John, I will write down your name, or Tanner will, and I will let you know if I get any more of those. Will Harper wants an Almonds. So does Angela Tyree. And Susie and David was next. Tanner, put those on a waiting list. We can get more of those. I know I can get more of those. Susie and Greg on the Allman Brothers waiting list. Jeff McIntosh wants a Kiss. Here's the waiting list. John Sheehan and Brian Case. So John Sheehan and Brian Case, I've already got you a Kiss pulled. These other two go to Jeff McIntosh and Danny Czar. I'm sold out again. And then Jeannie Pinnell gets a Ennio Morricone collected. Those are really cool. If you notice too, the revolver there on the front, it's like foil. It's like foil reflective. This music on vinyl, they did a really good job with this one. But Jeff, this Kiss was $33.99, and I'm going to be ordering more. So Carnival Souls, $33.99. If anybody wants any more, please let me know. We can go ahead and put your name down. Now, the next record is another one we haven't had since November. Let me find the waiting list on it. I'm not going to say it because probably I could sell them. Probably for the price and me just saying his name, y'all will claim one. But I'm going to show it to you first and then let you know. I've already got Jimmy Ball, Jason Kenton, Paul Brothers, Jason F., and Tawana Bennett down for one. I think that goes back maybe even, like I said, last year. We've got more of them in, though. Chris Cornell, When Bad Does Good. These are $14.99. White and black marbled 7-inch of Chris Cornell's When Bad Does Good and Temple of the Dog's 2016 performance of Stargazer. So When Bad Does Good and Stargazer, and it's on white and black marble. That's a 7-inch. That is $14.99. $14.99. And luckily, I've got a stack of them. So hopefully there's enough for everybody. And then that's the waiting list for, if your name was here, I've already got you one pulled. Now, I'm going to have to go back to my phone and see what I missed here. Price on Kiss. What was the price on Greg? Angela, it was $29.99. It was $29.99, Angela. David Cordell says, take me off VF, which I think is Violent Femmes, and put me on the Almonds. Is that waiting list? I think he means waiting list, right? Okay, so take him off the Violent Femmes waiting list and put him on the Almonds. Trying to keep up with it. No problem, Angela. Jeff says, thanks, Chad. Thank you. David, you forgot to pull the Ennio Morricone. I did. Jeannie Pinnell. Jeannie Pinnell, Ennio Morricone collected. I've got one left. And then, thank you, Jeannie. You were the next comment. Price on Greg and Dwayne. Angela, $29.99. Okay, now the Chris Cornells. Chris Cornells, we got Will Harper. I got John Sheehan. Eric Reisman. David Cox. Calvin Ward. And keep scrolling. And Kiss Alive, German Press. Koi, that is $58.99. I'm about to go through this crate one more time, show the details of that. And Sean Foxbower, Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell. So one more time, these are $14.99. Chris Cornell, When Bad Does Good. 7-inch on colored vinyl, $14.99. I think I pulled the ones already. on that list for sure. Yeah. Coy says he'll take the Kiss German. So to Coy. So here's all that's left in this bin. Stephen Tuttle wants a Chris Cornell. Paul Bill wants a Chris Cornell. How many's left? I probably should keep one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I got 7 left. 7 Chris Cornells. Joe Barrios wants one. Whitney Houston. I didn't really remind y'all about how difficult it is to get Whitney Houston stuff, or I should say, you can find her stuff. It's not like it's, you know, butcher cover rare, but it's gotten kind of pricey because this is the only thing of hers that's technically ever been reissued, and this just came out once again. I'm seeing a lot of stuff from November being put back into print. I guess that's about how they're about 6-8 months behind on backstock stuff. So that came back out in November, and now it's just back in print. That's a 2 LP, all-time greatest hits, 12 number 1 singles. 12 number 1 singles, and that's about the only Whitney Houston new in-print record you can get. Lily McCurry, I don't think I pulled her one yet. Chris Cornell, Lily McCurry. Kevin Tays, Chris Cornell. Greg Hagewood, Chris Cornell. Did you guys get my PM about shipping the other day? Dwayne Tanner will check that soon. We probably either seen it and we're working on it, or we haven't seen it, or it got overlooked. One of the 3. Stephen Tuttle said Whitney for the life. And Josh Fry, they are $34.99. $34.99. 2 LP. There's one for Stephen. And Josh, if you want one, I've got one left. And Kiss, one left as well. German remaster. This is excellent quality here. Alive. $58.99. And one, this is probably one of my best Ennio Morricone, or one of my best collected in general. Western, that he also does lounge music, or there's one called Lounge, there's one called Psycho. It's all of his, you know, he was a big music composer. Whitney for the wife. Josh said I was asking for a friend, okay. Whitney, so Tiffany Smith gets it then. Tiffany Smith on Whitney Houston. Lily McCurry wants to on the Allman Brothers waiting list. David Cordell, we've already sold Kiss. And we've already, well, actually, we haven't. I was thinking about Whitney. I've probably listened to this Kiss album more than any other. It's live, I know, but probably this one more than any other. Deuce, Strutter, Got to Choose, Hotter Than Hell, Firehouse, Nothing to Lose, Come On and Love Me, Parasite, She, Watching You, 100,000 Years, Black Diamond, Rock Bottom, Cogen, Rock and Roll All Night, and Let Me Go, Rock and Roll. Strutter's good, Deuce, Hotter Than Hell, Firehouse, Parasite. You put it on, it sounds just like the show starting, you know, if you've never listened to that. So, let's see. Violent, had to leave a few times. What is the Violent Femmes waiting list? Violent Femmes, I guess that's their self-titled album. We can show one. Hey Chad, Richie Price, my brother-in-law. I guess he got blocked from the feed. He asked me, can't comment. Okay, yeah, I did it. Tell him I did that by accident, and I'm going to have to figure out at the break to get him back on here. Right now, I have no idea. I don't want to click something and Jody, please tell Richie to message the page. Here comes another train. Golly. I'm amazed every night. Sounds like it's in the room with us. Those train engineers, conductors, they must be deaf. Yes, tell them to message the page. Sorry, there's a train going by. Tell them to message the page, and we'll explain everything to them, and we'll try to figure out. Because I accidentally blocked them on. It's not like I blocked them on Facebook. I blocked them on this Restream thing we're using to broadcast on YouTube, and this is, I have no idea how this works. I hadn't used it enough, so. Okay, and there's three Chris Cornells left. 3 Chris Cornells, When Bad Does Good, and then Stone Temple Pilots 2016 performance of Stargazer. And Stargazer is a Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog 2016. Stone Temple Pilots, Chris Cornell was never associated with Stone Temple Pilots that I'm aware of. Temple of the Dog. He was in Temple of the Dog, for sure. Danny Czar wants one. Did I miss anything else? I think we've had a lot of people. Dwayne Sevilla and Preston Rogers. Okay, now they're all gone.
Well, hold on. Did you get Dylan Livestock earlier?
Dylan?
Yeah.
No, I never did say Dylan.
Right before Jody Darnell.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, Dylan. Dylan Weiss hopped. So, Preston, you didn't get one. They're all gone. And last time I said, I doubt I could ever get these again, and we got more. So, Preston, I'll write down your name, but I had no idea I could get those. So, Preston, those are already gone. And Eric, they're gone. But I will put you down. They're $14.99. And then I see lots of people have asked about KISS. The only person I've seen claim it is Tim Besaw. I'm going to give it to Tim Besaw unless someone claimed it before him. I know a lot of people's asked track list, inserts, where it's pressed. But Tim Besaw so far is the only person that says, I'll take it. So did I not get the third one? No, there was someone before you that Tanner caught that I didn't. Dylan W. And then it was Danny Czar and Dwayne Sevilla. So sorry. The third one was already spoken for. Wow, that leaves one record in that bin. Eno Morricone collected. Here's the first thing we started the show with tonight, but I'm going to make sure everybody knows that we have them because I'm surprised we didn't sell a lot more. Pink Floyd Animals is back in stock. An awesome remaster of it. Stereo remaster, 180 gram, quiet, super clean. Obviously, it's new. $36.99. Pink Floyd Animals. Very nice pressing. If you don't have that one, even if you have an OG, you want that right there. Even if you have a Japanese pressing, you want that one. They haven't made it yet on MoFi, so there hadn't been many Pink Floyd albums pressed on MoFi. I don't think that one ever has. I know Dark Side has. I know Adam Hartmother has. I don't think MoFi's done Animals yet. Armored Saint, March of the Saint, blue vinyl, $37.99. Armored Saint. We've never had those reissues before. $37.99. Armored Saint. Okay, what time is it? It's only 9 o'clock. We got time for probably one more good solid bin of vintage, and then probably another one before the break, and then we're still going to have stuff to show for part 2, and then regardless, we'll stop around 9:30 and take a break, and we'll come back and start showing more stuff again. So, right, Tanner? Tanner said right. Motown Collected. We did. We took that pre-order, and we're waiting for them to get here. So music on vinyl stuff, if anything gets delayed, it could be music on vinyl because those are imports from Holland. And, of course, you know how the overseas stuff is. You never know about it. The Rolling Stones, Tattoo You. These are new arrivals from the collection I bought yesterday. $34.99. The Rolling Stones, Tattoo You. Barbra Streisand's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Greatest Hits Volume 2, $9.99. Cartoon is $24.99. I think Jimmy Page appears on this, or he has something to do with it. Cartoon is $24.99. Journey to the Center of the Eye, Nectar, German press, 1971, $99.99. Gatefold, Near Mint, German press. Wow. Journey to the Center of the Eye, $99.99. Nectar. White Witch, $34.99. White Witch, $34.99. Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz, and Peter Tork, 20th Anniversary Tour, 1986, $39.99. The Monkees. The Motions, Electric Baby, is $29.99. Mary Potts Adams on Barbra Streisand. Mary Potts Adams. Barbara Streisand. Wayne Titsworth, White Witch. I missed that. Motown Collected. Wayne Titsworth, White Witch. Barbara Potts Adams on, Mary Potts Adams on Barbara Streisand. Simone Sapera on the Live Monkeys. Never have seen that one before. 96 Tears, question mark in the Mysterians. $59.99. Tough record to find. 96 Tears. $59.99 on Cameo Parkway. The League of Gentlemen, Robert Fripp. $29.99. Wow, I didn't even notice this the other night when I was buying them or unboxing them. Robert Fripp, The League of Gentlemen, $29.99. The Impressions, Finally Got Myself Together, $29.99. The Impressions. Should be on, yeah, that. Impressions. Gene and Jerry, One-on-One. Gene Chandler and Jerry Butler, $19.99. Wilson Pickett, Pocket in the Picket. Picket in the Pocket, $19.99. My Prescription, Bobby Womack, is $39.99. Joan Jett, $24.99. This one is album. I think it's her first release. Joan Jett, $24.99. James Cotton and his big band, live from Chicago, is $19.99. Jimmy Witherspoon, A Spoonful of Blues, is $19.99. Jay Maloof on Joan Jett. Retro Class Entertainment was next. Nate Johnson and Bob Riger and Lily McCurry. Joan Jett is still holding true to being a very popular record. The Monkees Missing Links. The Monkees Missing Links, $24.99 in shrink wrap. MFSP, Philadelphia Freedom, quadraphonic pressing, $19.99. Friends of Distinction's Greatest Hits, quad pressing, $19.99. Friends of Distinction's Greatest Hits, quad pressing. The Hughes Corporation, Rockin' Soul, quad pressing, $19.99. Chicago Transit Authority, first album, $19.99. People always put it back in the bin, and they always stick it back in there backwards. That is actually the back of it. That's the front. Yes, I do think they should have done it the other way. Johnny Cash and June Carter Jackson, $14.99. How much was the Jimmy Witherspoon? Jimmy Witherspoon was $19.99, A Spoonful of Blues. Looking for Barrel Full of Monkeys. I haven't seen that one. What's the price on the Impressions? Impressions was $29.99. $29.99. Johnny Cash and June Carter. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, $14.99. Is that the song 96 Tears? Yes. Question mark in the Mysterians? Yes. 96 Tears. The big 60s hit. Cindy Jones on the Carter, or Carters. I'm assuming that was for Johnny and June. Susie was next. Michael Bohannon, First to the Chicago. Joshua Pepper says Take Impressions. That's sold to Joshua Pepper. Mary Potts Adams on Simon & Garfunkel. And Jeff McMaster on JG. I think that's something already sold, isn't it? JG. JG. Maybe. Not for sure. JC was Johnny Cash. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Tiffany Smith was first of the Johnny Cash here, Tanner. The bottom record. Tiffany Smith was first of that. Tiffany, you were first to Johnny Cash. And then it was David Cordell. Then Deborah's asked Tracks on the Monkees. And then Cindy Jones was third. Michael Bohannon for sure got Chicago. Joshua Pepper got Impressions. Rydell Wants to Know Songs on Hugh Corporation. Mary Potts Adams on Simon & Garfunkel. Jeff McMaster was next. Bill Toe, 96 Tears was $59.99. $59.99. Roots of Rock and Roll. Roots of Rock and Roll is $19.99. Fats Domino, Chuck Berry, Faye Adams, Flamingos, the Orals, Little Walter, Little Willie John, etc. That's 1999. The Greatest Hits of 1971. United Artists. Canned Heat's on here. Cornelius Brothers, Sister Rose, Ike and Tina, Bobby Goldsboro, Nitty Gritty. That is $14.99. The Super Hits Volume 4 from Atlantic. Super Hits Volume 4 from Atlantic, $14.99. This has Cream on it, White Room, Dusty Springfield, Son of a Preacher Man, Arthur Brown, Fire, Archie Bell, I Can't Stop Dancing, Aretha, Say a Little Prayer, and Seesaw, Clarence Carter, Too Weak to Fight. I think, yeah, I've listened to that one several times. So. Cindy Jones on the Roots of Rock and Roll. Cindy Jones, you for sure got Roots of Rock and Roll. Stacy Metternich on the Hits of 71. And Cindy Jones got the Super Hits Volume 4. So Cindy got Roots and Volume 4. Stacy got 71. The Very Best of the Oldies. Very Best of the Oldies. That's $14.99. Shirley and Lee, Bobby Hendricks, Clovers. Oldies. Murray the K's. Gassers for Submarine Race Watchers. $14.99. We Are the World. Historic recording plus 9 other songs. $24.99. Hank Williams Jr. Montana Cafe in shrink wrap with hop sticker. $24.99. George Jones, I Am What I Am. Shrink wrap and a big hop sticker. $9.99. Tiffany Smith wants We Are the World. Cindy Jones wants the Murray K. David Cordell on Hank Jr. Jerry Pinnock, You Were Second to We Are the World. Reba McEntire, Just a Little Love. Don't see that one too often. $14.99. Slaughter on 10th Avenue, Mick Ronson. $34.99. Mick Ronson, $34.99. Chicago is $9.99. And Gold and Platinum compilation, $24.99 in shrink wrap. That's an awesome one. Well, there's one more. To our children's children, $14.99. Josh wants to know Reba tracks. Patty Anderson Williams on Mick Ronson. John Berry on Gassers. That's already sold. Stacy on Gold and Platinum. I've got to read a few track lists for people in here. I've been skipping those over for right now. Angela Tyree, first on Moody Blues. I skip them sometimes unless there's somebody else wanting the record, then I'll go back to the first person who asked the tracks. But let me just go back through the bin right quick one more time, and I'm going to figure out who wanted tracks on what. Rolling Stones, Tattoo You is still available, $34.99. That has Start Me Up on it. Cartoon is $24.99. Journey to the Center of the Eye, Nectar, German pressing, 1971, $99.99. The Motions, Electric Baby is $29.99. 96 Tears, that's it. Question Mark and the Mysterians. Robert Fripp, The League of Gentlemen, surprisingly still available. Gene Chandler and Jerry Butler is $19.99. Wilson Pickett, Pickett in the Pocket, $19.99. Bobby Womack, My Prescription is $39.99. James Cotton and His Big Band, Live from Chicago, $19.99. Jimmy Witherspoon, A Spoonful of Blues, $19.99. The Monkees, Missing Link. Somebody asked a track on this one. Apple, Peaches, Bananas, and Pears. If you have the time, I Don't Think You Know Me. Party. Carlisle Wheeling. Storybook of You. All of Your Toys, 9 Times Blue, So Goes Love, Teeny Tiny Gnome, Of You, and War Games. Missing Links is a previously unreleased recordings. Pretty much unreleased deep cuts. That's why you didn't recognize any of those on there. Gold and Platinum went to Stacy Metternich. Gassers is already sold. That was that Murray K. Cindy Jones got. Philadelphia Freedom, MFSP. Quadraphonic pressing, $19.99. Friends of Distinction. This has Grazing in the Grass on it. That's a quad pressing, $19.99. The Hughes Corporation. This is for Rydell Martin. Into My Music, How I Wish We Could Do the Thing. We Keep Our Business Together, No End in Sight. Rock and Soul, Love's There, I'll Take a Melody. I Got Caught Dancing Again, Rock the Boat, Ease on Down the Road. $19.99. Well, that was a big comment. Okay. Michael Bohannon, is that Chicago 6? Michael, this Chicago is, yes, Chicago 6, Michael, $9.99. Feeling stronger every day. Yeah, there we go.
You and me.
Just you and me. That had a couple big ones on it. If Deborah doesn't take the monkeys, I will. Simone Sapera. Deborah, let me know if you want the monkeys. If not, so to Simone. Moody was $9.99. Yes, Angela. The Oldies compilation, the best of the Oldies, is $14.99. Retro Class Entertainment wants Hughes of Hughes Corporation. George Jones, I Am What I Am, is $9.99. And Reba McEntire, Josh Fry is the track list on this one. Just a Little Love, Poison Sugar, I'm Getting Over You. You are always there for me. Every second someone breaks a heart. Tell me what's so good about Goodbye. He broke your memory last night. If Only, Congratulations, and Silver Eagle. So Rydo Martin on Hughes Corporation. What methods of payment do you accept? Scott, give me 1 second. I'll go into detail on that. Wayne Heat wants the Oldies. So to Wayne Heat. Deborah Devaney says she does want the monkeys. So Simone, she did take it. Michael Bohannon said, I'll take it. What did he ask about? He asked about Chicago, didn't he? Yeah, so Michael Bohannon on the Chicago. And Mark, Chicago's already sold. I think I'm caught up now. Scott Holly. We invoice through Square. It's a checkout link. We send through Facebook Messenger or email. And you pay with any credit or debit card. You can pay with any credit or debit card. So, and there is a way you can pay through PayPal, but you got to get it set up in your Google Wallet. We have instructions, but it's basically a link. It's an invoice. You click on it. You put in your credit or debit card information. We ship to you $7, unlimited shipping. That's all week. And we have a show tonight. We're having another show Friday night, tomorrow, and another show Saturday night. We already had a show Tuesday night, and every night we got new records. Except for Friday, we're going to do some stuff on sale. We've got hundreds of really good CDs, 45s, maybe even get to some cassettes or magazines, stuff like that. Also going to do some albums on sale. So, but if you're just hopping on, we're going to stop right there for part 1 for 2 reasons. Part 1 or part 2, we've got 2 more bins of new arrivals. I wish I could pan around the room like I usually can. But crates like this, I've got 2 more new arrival bins we have not shown yet. Full, and at least 2 more bins of new vinyl. I think one got buried. 1 more bin of new vinyl, and 2 more bins of vintage new arrivals. Then we'll do request, or maybe even a couple crates of on sale. Y'all know how part 2 is. It just depends on what we get through. We'll be back though at yes, and when we come back, we'll only be on Facebook. We'll be much more mobile, so no YouTube for part 2, and probably the connection will be a lot better. So Scott Holly wants Robert Fripp, and Scott, we're ending this feed right now for Scott. That's our first time buyer, and anybody else. We'll be back at 10 o'clock. The reason I'm starting earlier or ending earlier is I'm going to have to physically drive somewhere to go get some food because I didn't order any. And I have a feeling it's probably busy out in Lebanon. A lot of people are off tomorrow, probably some busy drive-throughs. So I got to have some food. I'm feeling kind of, lightheaded.
Am I off tomorrow?
No. We're closed Sunday, though. We are closed on Sunday for Easter. CollectCo is still rolling on Friday, but we are closed Sunday. So thanks, everybody, for watching part 1. We'll be back in 45 minutes. Then we'll be live from 10 probably until 11:30. So we'll be back here on this channel, Facebook only, no YouTube, and that is starting at 10 o'clock Central Time for part 2. Hopefully you get a notification when we go live. Misty, Reba was $14.99, and David takes the George Jones. A couple of last-minute sales there. David Hilton on George Jones. Our new buyer, Scott. Scott, make sure you message our page, please. Scott Holly. Make sure you send our page a message. David Hilton, yes, it's $9.99. But Scott, make sure you send our page a message. That's the only way we can get a hold of you. So thank you. Please make sure you message our page. All right, I'm in the feed. We'll be back at 10 o'clock Central Time. 10 o'clock.